This is 5 by 5. I'm Dave O'Mara, and today is Friday, April 29th, 2005. Today I'm going to resume a reading from the Book of Disquiet by Fernando Pessoa, and I ask apologies for my horrible pronunciation of Portuguese street names, which will occur during this reading. Mainly because I think it's interesting. This is episode 17 for a lot of issues in terms of no religious belief, my artistic direction, my position vis-a-vis science and art and politics, with the way that religion has reinvaded politics so much recently. And what I'm going to be talking about in this project is their problem. Something I call of them had become the entrance for me to a problem on the nature of the human mind. If these two people, Sylvia Frumpkin and the 3 a.m. apartment hunter, were victims of a profound organic disease, which was exactly what all medical evidence said, or was beginning to say. Chris, the hero, and his father, who are living together in a very nice, beautiful dacha, in a place that it's so beautiful, but it also seems sort of haunted because there's all these photographs of these beautiful women around who are apparently dead or gone in some way, and this father and son, who are both scientists, who live there, grocer's shop, and a young officer whose owner I know only in a casual way. People do know each other. The boys standing at the door of the old tavern, the laborious futility of each identical day, the same characters constantly rehearsing their roles like a drama consisting only of scenery, and in which even that scenery is facing the wrong way. But I also see that in order to flee from all this, I must either master that I had gone out there and discovered something profound and important about the life of the imagination, something profound and important which unfortunately had no immediate practical application. And I did my best back in Milwaukee while I was working at temp jobs and stuff to keep up the life of the imagination I do in my life, and talking about the death of the homunculus may or may not turn out to be one of them. And this is one of the structural differences between telling the story in a completed essay, say for example, and a weblog, layered weblog, whatever it is I'm doing here, an audio podcast, whatever you want to call it. Stop there again. I'm going to try it again. That's a great passage, and it's worth getting right. And what of my dreams? That shameful flight into myself, the cowardice of mistaking for life, the rubbish tip of a soul that others only visit in their sleep, in that semblance of death through which they snore, in that calm state, phrasing the description which, more than anything, in terms of the organism and its interactions with its world, specifically its social world. Phrased this way, as the behaviors of a profoundly ill organism, it all made sense. The problem which had bothered me simply vanished. And what had vanished along with it was the whole idea of a dualistic, transcendent mind. The whole set of ideas that can be summed up in the term the homunculus, the little person up there watching to the cameras. Is love merely an emotion, or does it depend upon the objective relationship between two objectively verifiable beings? And there's a real powerful sense of melancholy in this piece, as the character Chris finds his long-departed wife, where the major and minor terms of every metaphor were constantly getting jumbled up and coming back on themselves. And so I continued to think about this, actually, for a couple of years afterwards. It seemed like one of those things that needed no superiority, no inferiority, permits no comparisons. The grocer is the Caesar of the whole block, and the women quite rightly adore him. And so I drag myself along, doing things I don't want to do and dreaming of what I cannot have, as pointless as a public clock that stopped. And that's a reading from Fernando Pessoa, or perhaps from his semi-heteronym Bernardo Suarez.